this is exactly how to create a domiciliary account in Nigeria. Yes, I just opened one about 4 days ago. So I'm just going to be sharing with us exactly how I did it, the exact bank I used, and every information that was required. Okay. So as a YouTuber, the minute to get monetized on YouTube, one of the basic requirements or one of the most important requirements is getting a domiciliary account, because YouTube pays us in dollar. So you need a dollar account for you to be able to receive your money. Naira account cannot work. It can actually work, but oh my god, you wouldn't want to pass through that process. So why not go ahead and get a domiciliary account? So if you don't even have idea on what domiciliary account is all about or how to even go about it, this video is for you, because I'm going to be explaining everything to us, and I might be attaching some screenshots which I took the day I went to create mine. Okay, so try your best to make sure you pay attention. And with that much being said, let's dive straight into the video. So, hi my loves, and welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to Life of Princess Chiamaka. Yeah, so if I see my face for the very first time, my name is Princess Chiamaka, and on this particular channel, because you might see my face elsewhere because I have other different channels. Okay, yeah, but so on this particular channel, what we talk about is strictly paycheck videos, how much you can actually earn as a YouTuber, some of my paycheck vlogs, which means going to the bank to withdraw some of my money. Yeah, I document them on this channel, and also some motivational videos to keep you going as a YouTuber, because it's not easy on this YouTube street. So I'm going to be coaching you on some things you're to do before and after monetization. And if this sounds like something you are interested in, do well to make sure to subscribe to this channel. Okay, yeah, so back to the main deal of the day. What is domiciliary account? Domiciliary account is just simply dollar account, and as a Nigerian you can have dollar accounts. In fact, I think any part of the country, I think you should be able to have access to create dollar account. I really don't know how sure this particular information is, but for the fact that I'm a Nigerian and I've been able to process the creation of dollar accounts for like more than 5 to 6 times. Yeah, because I do it sometimes for some of my direct students. Okay, so about 4 to 5 days ago, I took one of my students to the bank to create his domiciliary account. Yeah, and the bank we use this Access Bank. So do not get me wrong, you can actually use UBA, you can use FCMB, you can use GTB, you can use First Bank. Just go to your bank, ask them, can I create dollar accounts? And they're going to get back to you. I don't think it's all the bank, but most of all these banks I just listed, you can actually create your domiciliary accounts with them, and it's very, very easy, less stressful. Okay, so now back to the basic requirements you need to create a domiciliary account. The number one thing you need is $100. You need $100. Now this is for Access Bank. I do not know for other bank, because on one of my last videos somebody was like, oh please, but I wasn't requested to bring $100. They asked me to bring $50, though it's not Access Bank. So you might want to open yours and your bank will tell you to bring $50. But I'm saying for Access Bank because I've been able to in fact most of the students I've done this so far, they're all using Access Bank. So that is just how it is. I've not done it with FCMB Bank before, or maybe any other bank, so I cannot tell. Okay, so one of the basic requirements first is $100 threshold. Sorry, $100 notes, and you can get it either you go buy from all this aboki that sells dollar by the roadside, or you go to your bank and buy from them. But I think it's more cheaper getting from aboki that sells dollar outside. So that was how we got the first $100 that was requested. Then after that, the number two documents required is your NIN, which is your national identity number or your national identification. So after that one, the number three thing you need is your passport, your face passport. I think I don't have. Okay, my passport is far from me, but you all know what passport is now. You go to the camera and they take picture of your face. That is your passport. So that is the third thing you need. Then the fourth thing is your utility bill, which can stand as your NEPA bill. That is any current NEPA bill you have that has your name on it. that is what you are going to be used. Or even if it doesn't have your name, just any current NEPA bill, you can take your neighbor one, because when I created mine in Lagos, I used my husband's. That is because the NEPA bill has my husband name on it, so I just used it, even though that my bank name is not bearing my husband's name. Yeah, so that's why I said you can use your neighbor's NEPA bill, so you don't have to wait till maybe you start paying NEPA bill by yourself. I've gotten this kind of questions over and over again. You can use your neighbor current NEPA bill. Okay, so that is the four basic things you need. Now, don't forget, the first one is $100 notes. Then the second one is your national identity. Then the third thing is your passport. And the fourth thing is your utility bill. So now, after gathering all these, just go straight to your bank, and every other procedure is going to take place. So when we got to the bank, we were given a particular form to fill. So while filling the form, he was asked one question: do you have bank with Access Bank? And he said no. So automatically you have to have a bank with them. So he was requested to create a brand new account, that is Access Bank account. Then they're going to be linking it together with the dollar account, something like that. Yeah. And guess what? The following day, the account was ready. Yeah. So they're going to give you a particular form. What you just need to do with the form is to fill your basic information: your name, if you're married or if you're single, your date of birth, your mother's name, your father's name, your nationality, all this important information. That is just what you need to fill. After that, you'll be requested to submit your dollar and you do thumbprinting. That is all. It's as simple as this. There was nothing like guarantor. I think there was no guarantor that was requested. Or yes, I think I stood as the guarantor. I really don't know, but there was no guarantor requested. Even when I did mine in Lagos as of 2 years ago in Lagos, I wasn't asked to bring any guarantor. But one of the things most of my students are passing through, or one of the things that they've told me so far, that is for those of them that are in other states creating the domiciliary account. Sometimes they say, Princess, we're asked to bring two people. Though I've been able to use my own account to stand as a guarantor for two of my students like that. Yeah, so you might be asked to bring two guarantor. That is two people that have a domiciliary account, which is fine. You can just find in your area, or maybe text somebody you know, get the person information, the person dollar information, and use the person, or use the person's information as your guarantor. Yeah, so it's as easy and simple as this. And the following day, the account was ready, and as God may have it, he got his first ever paycheck. That is 2 days after setting up the account. YouTube paid him directly to the dollar account that we created. So now the question is, Princess, can I create my dollar account before getting monetized? Yes, if you want to, just create it and let the account be. So when it gets to the time for you to link it to your YouTube AdSense, then that is when you will now link it, so that you can get your payment or your paycheck directly to the bank account. Okay. So this is one of the most important parts of being a YouTuber. Always get yourself ready before you even start to upload video here on YouTube. Bear it at the back of your mind that okay, someday or very soon I'm going to get monetized. So I need to start saving and cracking my head for how I'm going to get that $100 note, because this is one of the biggest challenge most YouTubers have, that $100. My own case was that when I got monetized that 2 years ago from my main channel, it wasn't really hard because I just had to collect I think it was 160K from my husband back then, or one something, I really can't remember. Then we both went to a bookie shop. I did a vlog video about it. It's on this particular channel or on my main channel. I can't really remember. So we both went to a bookie shop. I vlogged everything and we bought the $100 notes, 160K as of then. So we took it to bank and they used it, because that time dollar was around either 1.5 or 1.6. I really can't remember. Yeah, so that is all about creating a domiciliary account on YouTube. So now the next question is, how do I even actually link it to my AdSense. I think this should be a video for another day, okay? Because what is going to happen? I'm going to wait till when next I'm linking any of my current student dollar accounts to his or her channel, then I'll document the process. So my next video is going to actually be on how to set up tax identification number, because the minute you've managed to add your dollar account, please do not hesitate. Go ahead and set up your TIN for you to for you to fully receive your money with full chest from YouTube without them deducting a lot of money for tax. So when you set up your TIN, they're still going to deduct money for tax, but it's not going to be compared to when you do not set it. Am I making any sense? Yeah. So that is that for that. And thank you so much for watching this particular video. If you have any question, always do well to go down to the comment section and drop your question. And I'm going to see you on the comment section. So thank you so much for watching and bye.